everybody, welcome to Get Busy Watching. I'm your host, Honest Dan. Let's talk movies. Just another rapid fire, except these are movies that I saw later than their original release month. Let's not waste any more time and just get started. A loser woman is roped into training for a cross-country skiing event that she doesn't want to be a part of. It's fine. A cute little sports comedy that certainly goes through the motions, but worse exists out there. You heard my summary, so you can probably expect what kind of plot beats this is gonna go through. She's a loser, she has no job, she has to live with her brother who barely wants her to be there, but has to earn her keep by doing one of the most physically demanding things that a human body can do. As anybody does. And add some additional drama about the brother's wife not being able to conceive amidst a bunch of folks who have kids and have twins on the way. Dear Lord, here's my balls, here's the hammer, do what you have to, jeez! But when it's about this woman trying hard to be the best she can be, there's some level of earnestness that I can get behind, especially during the event itself. It ends very strong, so I can't hate on this entirely. If you don't mind a mid-level underdog story, then I'd say this is worth 90 minutes. My honest rating for The Wrong Track, a strong 3 out of 5.
Sånn veldig strengt på det, så hvis dere vil fortsette, så er det bare å gå, altså. Vil jeg fortsette? Ja, ok.
A no-nonsense co-CEO wants to buy land from another co-CEO that won't let them. Instead of a deal to change his mind, they find a romance. It's a Netflix romance flick. You know the drill. It's not bad, though wildly predictable. I give credit that I enjoy Ege as the free-spirited co-CEO who doesn't care about his position or wealth and lives a modest life on the beach running his restaurant. He was totally likable, as is his chemistry with his female co-star. And oh boy, is really friggin' pretty. But that doesn't save her character from being incredibly unlikable with no discernible moment that got me to empathize with her in any meaningful way, beyond the movie telling me that I should. There's a weird subplot involving a possessive potential boyfriend that doesn't mean much, and a pointless romance with Ege's friend. It's pure padding. By no means the worst thing I've ever seen, it has its moments, but if you decide to pass, you're not missing out on much. My honest rating for Chasing the Wind, a 3 out of 5.
Yani seninle anlaşmamız için dünyanın sonunun gelmesi gerek.
A young girl tries to bring an infant Ochi back to its family, even though her father and his recruits are trained to kill them. This was staggeringly good. Like, impressive for a kid's movie. It ain't perfect, but damn. It's mainly the main actress who isn't given much of a character to work with. Maybe she has talent, but I wouldn't know based on this movie. And the story isn't anything new. Child wants to save a creature from death or mistreatment and return it to its home. But everything within all that is breathtaking. The Ochi creature is, as far as I know, completely a puppet. No CGI involved at all, or very little. And it looks good. Really freaking good. Totally stole the show and alone was worth the experience. But of course, Willem Dafoe is amazing, big surprise there. And it is pretty funny watching him run around in full Crusader armor while his adolescent recruits are all in hoodies and brandishing bolt-action rifles. I can't recommend this enough. If you have a chance to see this, I implore you to check it out. My honest rating for The Legend of Ochi, a strong 4 out of 5.
Yuri, what is this?
I'm taking him home.
A German ex-military mother's son is kidnapped in an American consulate and sets out to find him while uncovering a conspiracy. Shit. I think this would have worked better if it wasn't a beat-em-up action flick. Mostly because the action is the undisputed worst part. The choreography is utterly terrible that it must have been rehearsed right before shooting, along with the clumsiest attempt at a long take with obvious cuts to break the illusion. What's so sad is that the acting from the lead actress is so good. The more dramatic elements with her, struggling with her PTSD, some ruthlessness later on in the story, some of that shit works well enough, but there's also a shitload of stupid as well. So I'm back at square one trying to like this movie, but it won't let me. It fails spectacularly as an action flick. Hope the actress finds work though, she was really good. My honest rating for Exterritorial, a week 3 out of 5.
Irgendjemand hier hat Josh entführt und will's vertuschen.
Isa Gonzalez wakes up with amnesia on a strange planet and her entire crew dead. Aaron Paul arrives to help, but only to get them off planet. Ooh, this was bad. It's doing its best Thing impersonation and not doing a very good job at it. This has one hell of a slow burn at first, with only frames of violent imagery to hold over the audience. But the gimmick wears off fast when that's the entire formula for way too long, as the mystery of what happened to everyone makes no progress. Combined with some piss poor direction, the viewing was becoming a chore. I was dozing off several times, and 2 a.m. wasn't why. I admit that when answers finally pour in, things pick up a little bit, but more bad writing and cringe special effects weighs this down horribly. Up until the climax, where it gets pretty fun bad, not gonna lie. The story had potential, but it was wasted. The acting from Gonzalez ranges from stale to okay, with only Paul being consistently good. It's so sad because this does have quality talent, but this stinker somehow managed to escape the January-February grave. My honest rating for Ash, a week 3 out of 5.
What do you remember?
Just moments.
We need answers.
A bullet train is rigged with a bomb by a terrorist that wants an impossible amount of money, and folks scramble to save the passengers. Feels like Speed, but on a train, which I imagine is how that movie felt compared to its 75 original. It has a lot of familiarity to the Keanu action flick. Vehicle can't go past a certain speed or it'll blow up, and the person driving is a dame. But it has some good ideas. The main protagonist is an everyman employee of the train company, and a lot of the action is rooted in how the passengers react to their situation. One is an influencer setting up a website where people can donate to the terrorists' ransom. The main issue is a lot of this drama goes nowhere. A hated politician and a failed helicopter pilot find redemption, I guess. Even the terrorists' motives are lame. By no means bad, but there's a lot going on that doesn't really affect much. Not the worst watch though. My honest rating for Bullet Train Explosion, a strong 3 out of 5.
彼にはまだ乗客と我々の仲間がいるんです。それが戦士です。人の命なんだと思ってんだ。
A group of juvie teens from Thailand enter an ice sculpting competition in Japan for fame, glory, and redemption. It's your prototypical underdog story, but as far as that goes, it's pretty good. This definitely feels like a 90s movie, having a whole lot of goofy-ass moments with random sound effects to hammer home the comedy. But there is a case of tonal whiplash when there's random-ass violence too. It's not prominent, but there are a few shots of over-the-top CGI blood splatters. What makes these movies work is their characters, who are out of their depth and they work. They're teens who made mistakes, but you sympathize with them. I adored the female teacher, Miss Chom, spearheading these kids into the competition, as she's the perfect balance of comedic and dramatic. And I couldn't pick which side character I liked the most because each played their role so well, even if they weren't too in-depth. This kinda deserves its own dedicated review. If you're a fan of this genre, I recommend it. My honest rating for Frozen Hot Boys, a 4 out of 5.
ไม่มีใครอยากเกิดมาเป็นคนไม่ดีหรอกสิ่งที่พวกเขาต้องการก็แค่โอกาสในการแก้ตัวอีกครั้ง
A zoo is infested by an alien that turns the animals into goo monsters. Only a handful of other animals can save the day. Clive Barker came up with this idea. It's actually pretty good. Nothing groundbreaking, but still a lot of fun. Okay, I don't want it to sound like this is one of the all-time greatest kids movies. Adults will be able to smell the plot from a mile away. What the character arcs are, how things will end, it's pretty by the numbers. But if you look a little deeper, what you get is some pretty awesome goo animal designs that might legit scare some kids. Hell, some were so creatively designed that I was completely glued to the screen. Yeah, sure, Poot the Hippo was a little annoying. There's always one in these goddamn things. And as much as I loved Xavier the cinephile lemur, his meta commentary ran stale after a while. By the time the credits rolled, I was thoroughly satisfied. An excellent kids' first horror movie. And I think adults will get a kick out of it too. I like it, so I recommend it. My honest rating for Night of the Zoopocalypse, a strong 4 out of 5.
Monsters, hvor er han?
Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for part 2 of my leftovers for everything that I've seen this year outside of their original release month. In the meantime, hit that like or dislike button. All engagement is welcomed. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. And as always, have a great day, stay safe and healthy out there, and hope to see you soon.